So when he asked me to be his girlfriend, at first I started thinking, what if maybe he felt sorry for me? Because at the time I have low self-esteem, I had anxiety problems, I had a lot of problems. One day, in the middle of the night, I started crying. Am I going to die alone? So I remember calling my mother, crying. And I told my mother, do you guys feel like I'm a failure? It hit her so much. She did not know how to tell me that it hit her. So
hello and welcome to today's episode of Tuko Talks. We bring you a story of Diana and Gaetano, who are in an interracial relationship and also long distance. Today, they give you the raw details of the good, the ugly, and the beautiful of their love story. My name is Njeri Maisi, and this is the beautiful story of Diana and Gaetano.
Hi, my name's Diana Gaetano. I'm 30 years old.
30
yeah, 30 something. And this right here, I don't know if I should call him my boyfriend or my man. Yeah, that's just about it.
Yeah. My name is Gaetano Lopueno. I'm from Italy and I'm 31 years old. I'm not scared to say 31 years old.
Well, let's just say I'm a little bit older than him. A little bit. Yeah, or 4 years older than him. Yeah. Growing up, I grew up in a family of 4. I'm the third born. I'm a little bit hyped, bubbly, different from my siblings because we are 2 girls and 2 boys, and growing up was okay. From a family home, of course. I went to Daniel Komboni Primary School, and then high school I went in Kisumu, and then that's just about it. I came back to Nairobi to hustle. Yeah.
So you never left Kisumu until you were an adult?
Yeah, more so, yeah.
Okay.
In my life, I live in Italy. Every moment of my life in Trani, my city. The name is Trani. I have only one brother, and yeah, my good brother, because we never fight each other. Also, when we was very.
You never had any sibling fights?
No.
Wow.
Never.
That's magic.
It's like a partner in crime.
Okay.
Have someone who you can count every time. So yeah, it's something very beautiful. And yeah, I finished the school in, of course, in Italy, art school, and I become web designer. Yeah, but I learned a lot of things by myself, because if you are curious in the life, you can learn everything you want.
Growing up, my sister, she was a little bit rebellious, let's just say that. I love her, of course. And she would do some things, and I will receive the end of the stick.
She was older or younger?
Older,
okay.
My older sister. So wherever she would be rebellious or maybe sometimes run away from home, I'll be the one to be told, oh, if you talk to boys, you'll get pregnant and stuff like that. So I was afraid of relationships. I continued with life, of course, starting dating here and there. No relationships was working for me because my idea of a relationship is not... Okay, I have nothing against African men, but... Okay, they always say you go where you're loved.
Yeah.
But to me, African men, unfortunately, the one that I met, never received me the way, or I never seen the qualities that I want in them. So that's why I tried something else, something different. Yeah. So that's why I went online, of course. I tried searching around on different apps. I could not find, so I went back to dating our normal black men. Of course, heartbreaks here and there. Sometimes you like them more than they like you, or they like you more than you like them. But I always had an idea of the type of life that I wanted to live. Like, I don't care if I was gonna be rich or poor, but one thing I knew for sure, I wanted to be happy. Okay, so one day, I wasn't even looking. I was looking for an app to edit my videos, and by mistake I would say, or God's intervention, because at that point I had given up in dating. I did not want anything to do with dating. I stayed celibate for like 2 years. I did not want nothing. So I tried to download the app to edit my videos, but I did not notice that I actually had downloaded a certain app. So one day I'm just going through my phone and I'm like, okay, what's this? It looks a little bit, weird, because I don't remember downloading it. So when I clicked on it, I was like, okay, it's a very interesting app. Should I mention the name? No. Okay, so it's a very interesting app, and it's not like other apps that I've seen before. It's a little bit deep, and that's when I met Gaetano.
How? Through the app?
Yeah, I met him on an app. So what happened is, okay, of course I was talking to other people, of course. And when you're talking to an app, you have like what do you call it? Like ranks. Of course, you're talking to this one, you're talking to this, and you just don't talk to one person, of course. So when I was talking to everybody, Gaetano hit me up. I was like, okay, he's nice, but I already have my top 10. So he never gave up. Of course, I always hear this myth that white men don't like big girls. So when I was talking to my top 10, I was talking to them out of kiki, laughing and having a good time. It was nothing serious. Because I know that white men don't like big girls. On the app, I only had like a selfie. Of course, I know I have kids don't lie. So he was very, very persistent. And I kept on I would reply to him out of almost like, let me just reply to him. So what happened is I started feeling like I really, really need someone. So on 31st, I was with my niece Ashley. We were just chilling in the house. We were supposed to shout out to Ashley. We were supposed to go in a club and have some few drinks and just kiki. But then that day, since my line of job, I was just stuck in the house. And then when it was approaching midnight, I remember telling my niece, let's go to church, because I hear a lot of noise. Let's go to church. And then Ashley's like, okay. Well, I wouldn't lie, I was a little bit tipsy and stoned a little bit. So me and Ashley were walking, and I can't even see my way there, but I know I'm going to church. It was just a random church. So we reached in the church, and then the pastor started praying. We're heading towards the midnight prayers, and then the pastor started now praying. And then I started praying. I'm not a good prayer. I don't know how to pray, but I do have a conversation with God. Like I talk to God the way I'm talking with you, like this. So when I started talking to him, I closed my eyes a little bit. I don't know if it was maybe the stone or the alcohol, but I felt like I was like I felt like I was going with the. What do you call it? Do you know how when you light still wire, it goes like lightning like this? In my head, I started feeling like I'm following that thing. In my head, like I'm praying and I'm following that thing. Of course, I'm praying for my dream man. Of course, at that point, I don't even think about his color. All I know is, God, I want my man. And the type of man that I want? I know I'm extra, for one. So I want someone who can balance it. I don't want someone who is like me, because I see them and I'm like, calm down. So I want someone who is
chill.
I want someone who can do me like neutralize me. So after I prayed, and then I started following that thing in my head, and then I remember You don't go somewhere where you don't know, because you don't know if you can get out of that, you know. And then I just opened my eyes because I was scared of where that thing was leading me in my subconscious. And when I woke up, the pastor was just praying, and he said, today, next year somebody will come here with some good news. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I claim that. I claim that. We went back in the house. I saw this man's message again. Of course, I ignored it again. I was like, yeah, whatever. So I slept, and the following day I texted him back. And then I'm like, yeah, hey. At that point I was texting him out of, I feel bad for him being nice to me and I'm being mean to him. So I had to text him. So when I texted him, he asked me for my number. Of course, I gave him my number because, you know, I'm just trying to be nice, but not because I'm looking forward for some type of relationship. And then we started talking here and there. Papi, you wanna continue?
Yeah, we start to talk. I thought in my mind, this lady it's very interesting. Also because she have her job, very busy in the life. Only because I was very, very curious. So we start to speak, and on WhatsApp it was very, very, very easy to speak, because in the app sometimes I thought maybe the app don't work because she not replied to me. So after, when we start to speak on WhatsApp, we start to speak about something more deep, and something happened.
Yeah, on 8th,
Of January.
Yeah, on 8th on January. Remember, I was asking, when I was praying, I forgot to tell you, I asked God for a sign. So when I went back home, on 8th is when God is showing me my sign, and something happened. Okay, let me just tell you, I lost my way of income. And I did not know what to do next. With me, my savings could not take me up to a point where I'll be able to, I needed at least 3-4 months to hustle and get another job and be able to sustain myself. So I did not know how I was going to lead my life there. So remember, I have my top 10. Gaetano is outside top 10. At first I'm like, this is not me. Like, this is not how I react when I lost something. I wasn't nervous. I was just there, like, numb. At some point, I even slept. And then I woke up. And then I started talking with my top 10. And then I'm telling them the problem that happened to me. And none of them seemingly were taking interest. They thought, I didn't even want somebody to fund me. I just wanted somebody to listen to me, because I don't know, I was losing it at that point. And I'm not crying, I'm just there numb. So when I tried to talk to some of them, they told me maybe this is a sign, you never know. And I remember when I asked God, I want the sign to be so bright that I will not even deny it. So I scrolled my phone, and then I saw Gaetano, and then I remember Gaetano telling me he doesn't know English. But I was like, F it, I'm going to call this guy. And then I started calling him, and then, no, I texted him first, and I told him my problem. And then he said, calm down, what happened? The way he spoke to me was a little bit different from the way the other guys spoke to me. He told me, calm down, what is the problem? He tried to check more information about it on the internet, and he was so engaging, and I just decided to call him on WhatsApp. And when he picked, I told him, and he told me, just calm down. The way he calmed down made me so emotional. I just started crying.
Yeah, I remember.
And he told me, calm down, what do you need right now? I told him, bro, I haven't paid my rent. Yeah, I haven't paid my rent and I'm worried. He's like, how much is your rent? And then I told him, and then this guy jumped straight in his laptop and he's asking me my information on how to send me the money. And I'm like, I don't know you. I've been treating you the worst. Why are you being so nice to me? And yeah, he was able to send me. He doesn't know, but it was more than my rent at that point, at that time. And since then, we kept on talking and talking.
I did it for help a person, not because
you were in love.
No, it's not. I love help people, especially when I see an emergency. I want to stay there for help if I can. So in that time, I can do it. So I did it. I did it. So it's not because I did it because I wanna do something for impress that girl. I did it because I wanna help that lady.
Yeah, because at some point I thought maybe he's helping me like this to win me over, because I knew he wanted me, of course. He wanted me. Yeah, he wanted me, and part of me felt like maybe he's doing it, but I'm like, no, not really. So the more I continued talking with him every day, I saw another side of him that I did not expect, because remember when he was trying to talk to me, I was like, you know, but when I finally opened my eyes and my heart and getting to know him, I was like, this guy is actually very interesting and very deep, very small. Oh, Gaetano is so smart. Very nice. Okay, he's very nice. And that's when finally I'm like, this is going to be my man, whether he likes it or not. Yeah, so one day, he's not asking me to be his girlfriend, but he's calling me babe. We say I love you.
Yeah,
yes. And what did I do next, Papi?
Yeah, during my night shift in Italy, I stopped a little bit my work for speak to her through chat. And out of nowhere, she asked to me, you wanna be my boyfriend?
No, Papi, that's not what happened.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I say to her, why so fast?
No,
Maybe it's better.
Papi, this is what happened. No, this is what happened. Yo, this is what happened. So I'm
I have
like
the
this.
messages.
Yeah, I know. This guy is so nice.
We'll put the screenshots.
And I know that he's on the dating chat. And I'm like, once you spot a nice thing, you just grab it. Because when you leave it, another person will see the potential that you saw. Ini soko sayo, like sayo soko ni kuchafu. When you get that nice avocado, you just jump on it.
Yeah.
So I asked him, what are we? Yeah. And I wanted to know, what are we? And he's like, oh, it's a little bit fast. Don't you think so? And I'm like, what do you mean it's fast? And then he said, yes, let's get to know each other. You know, let's give it that time and stuff like that. And then I knew he liked me. So I got upset and I told him I want to sleep. And then he's like, huh? Are you okay? I told him, yeah, I'm fine. I just want to sleep. I'm tired. And then after 30 minutes, I'm seeing a phone call and I'm seeing a message, would you be my girlfriend? And I'm like, now you are talking now.
Yeah. I say to her, yeah, why not? We can try. Long distance relationship is hard.
Maybe you can tell us what was making you take time before asking her to be your girlfriend, and you are helping her, you are chatting, you are saying I love you, you are calling her baby. What was holding you from making it official?
I start to think in my brain, why not? Why not try?
To be another.
Yeah, why not try this new experience? Because I never had a long distance relationship. So when you stay there and start to try a new experience, you are a little bit scared because you don't know, it's jumping the unknown. So I thought, why not? Let's try. Let's try.
Yeah.
it's stupid saying no. Yeah, so I decide because I'm a very thoughtful person. I stay there and meditate, and I say, why not? Yeah, just do it.
Maybe because you've never had a girlfriend, that's
Yeah,
why you did.
yeah. I never had a girlfriend in my life. I'm very observant person. I like to observe. So someone say I'm very picky. I stay there and observe. So when I see something not in my moods, I'm not try. So for this reason, I never try to approach a lady.
You never dated anyone else apart from Diana?
Yeah, in a serious relation. Yeah. So yeah, in her I saw what I want in a lady. Yeah. For this reason, like I said, I'm very observant, and I prefer to stay there and watch the situation and decide on my own before to take a decision.
Yeah.
With her, I saw what I want, and I did it.
You went for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he asked me to be his girlfriend, at first I started thinking, what if maybe he felt sorry for me?
I pushed you.
Yeah. What if he felt sorry for me? And I'm like, I even asked him, why did you ask me? Did you feel sorry for me? That's why you're asking me to be your girlfriend? Because at the time I have low self-esteem. I had anxiety problems. I had a lot of problems. And he said no, because I like you and I want to get to know you. And I told him, what about the long distance thing? He told me, don't worry, my next leave will be in 6 months. I'll come and see you. Yes. The same day he asked me to be his woman. So I'm like, okay, this is beautiful, but I'm a little bit scared also. At some point I thought maybe the real reason why I can't find the man of my dream, maybe because somebody bewitched me, because at some point I was the main breadwinner in my family. And some people would talk that, you know, in the villages, people do stuff to people, watu wanafungana. So I thought maybe somebody blocked my way of finding the right partner. Finding a man is not problem for me, trust you me. But finding the right person, it was very important to me, because I go from 1 to 100 sometimes so fast that if somebody don't calm down, we might end up in a bad place. And I wanted somebody to just calm me down. So after that, we kept being good relationship. He took care of me so well. I never even felt the distance per se.
Yeah.
After 3 weeks, I told him I was supposed to go to the village. And of course, he found my way to the village. And when I went to the village, I was even afraid to tell my parents that I found the right person. I don't know why I was in a hurry to go and speak, because, you know, when you meet the right person until you are towards the marriage is when you're going to say it. Yeah. But I don't know what was opening, like why I wanted to tell my parents so bad. Part of me feel like because 3 months prior to me meeting Gaetano, one day in the middle of the night, because I used to work at night a lot, I started crying. Am I going to die alone? I'm scared of dying alone. My time of getting pregnant is passing. I want a baby, yeah, but also I don't want the baby for selfish reasons to take care of me on my older age. So I remember calling my mother, crying. And I told my mother, do you guys feel like I'm a failure? Because people now started talking, you're getting old. You gave all you gave all your savings to your parents. You will never find a man, you're getting old. So I asked my parents, do you feel like I'm a failure? Do you feel like maybe I should be married by now? Does that worry you? And my mother told me, no, it doesn't worry her. But my mother did not have, I think it hit her so much. She did not know how to tell me that it hit her. She sent my dad.
Take your time.
Yeah. She sent my dad. She talked to my dad, of course, because my parents are in the village, and my dad called me and told me, your mother talked to me, and I'm like, yeah, because my parents also feel guilty that the money that I was supposed to use to build me up, I kind of helped them build a house in the village and help them with their lives, so they feel guilty a little bit. So my dad told me, your mother talked to me, are you feeling worried? I'm like, yeah, because I feel like my age is going and I don't know what to do. My dad is like, have you gone to the hospital, and have you done some checkups? How do you know that your days are passing? People give birth even on their 40s. Don't be in a rush. And I was like, okay. So when I met Gaetano and I feel good about him and I feel safe for the first time in my life, I was like, oh, I need to share this information with my mother. You know, I need to tell her that finally I found that person. That's why I went to the village. I did not even want to tell her on the phone. And then I went and told them, and of course they were very happy, but they did not believe me because he's white and I'm pom pom. Yes. Yeah. She got on. Nemsongo.
Wango.
Wapi? Italy. My mother said, Photoshop. Scam.
Catfish.
Yes. I've never told him this, but even Fidel, my brother, my baby brother, he thought it was a scam. He told me, have you spoke to him? Like, you know, people nowadays, doctor even on video call, have you really seen him? I'm like, big Fidel, you know that for the past 3 months, I haven't been receiving my salary. Who do you think is funding my lifestyle? Yeah. So that is what happened. And
they say also to me the same thing in Italy. They start to say, my friends, some people, but are you sure it's not a scam? Yeah, also to me.
Yeah.
And you send money to this person without knowing. Well, it's my money. I can do everything I want. But they continue to say to me, oh, I think this is a scam, this is a scam.
Yeah.
But I know. I every time I knew it's not a scam.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you feel in your heart, if you feel, you must pay attention for open your eyes for see. But like I said, I'm very observant person. So when I know it's true.
Yeah. So after that, now I went back. Of course, I was afraid to tell other family members. I even begged my mother, don't tell anybody. Of course, he introduced me to his mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, his mother is also a Diana like me.
Same name.
Yeah, she loves me. I was a little bit skeptical when it comes to age, because I've never dated somebody who's younger than me. Yes, and I'm like, but when I speak to him, the way he carries himself, his maturity is just on a different level. So at some point, I felt like the baby in the relationship.
Oh.
Yes. Like he's the mature one. Yes, he's the thoughtful one. Not to say that I'm dumb, but sometimes I feel like
I feel like you are.
Yes, and then to think that I'm his first girlfriend, and yes. And
you see, for that one, I even understand why his friends would be skeptical about a relationship, because he's never been in any other relationship in his homeland.
Exactly.
And now he's here with news that I love this girl from Kenya. I've not met her physically.
Yeah, and the fact that he doesn't have, he was also a virgin too. Yes. Girls are represented.
At what age?
31.
31.
Him. Yes. Yes.
So it's safe to say you kept your virginity for your Kenyan girlfriend.
He has never done it. He was telling me at some point. I was asking him, "Did you ever get curious? You know, when boys are growing up, at some
31.
point there's that pressure." And he told me, "I didn't. If I couldn't, I never had a pressure of feeling like I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it with the right person." And it's not like I did not have some opportunity to do it. I could have done it, but I chose not to do it.
If I choose to have, I must love that person. I
For
can't
you
do
to-
occasionally.
Yeah.
I can't do just because for fun. No, it's something very, very personal. It's something very
Intimate.
intimate.
Yeah.
I can't do for fun like other guys, my friend.
Other guys.
Men in total.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like this.
And
Yeah.
he was good, let me say. Oh my God.
I was about to ask the question
Yes.
too.
This myth that white men don't have inches is a lie. Oh. Hi, African men, you better watch out. Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
There's a notion in Africa that if a guy has kept themselves for marriage,
Yeah.
they want to get intimate with a girl who has kept themselves in marriage. Was that the same thing you were expecting, to marry a virgin also? Were you disappointed? Were you happy?
I not see the relationship in this point of view. Yeah, I never thought it is something important. Yeah. I see people, not status. So I see Diana like Diana, my Diana. So I not see status, race, color, family, money, and past. And not interesting, but past. Because I what I know is if he's the right person and this person is interested to grow, to improve, everything is possible. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so I was worried a little bit when he told me this information, of course, when we were meeting for the first time last year. And I was very nervous, I might admit. I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do with, you know, what do you
Honestly,
do?
I would have doubted him.
Do they scream like us for the first time? Does it bleed? Everything. I wanted to know, girl. When I went to picking out the supermarket, dude was, you know? So, we came home. Everything was nice. It was beautiful. Nice. Spectaculare. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. We spent 1 week together. One of the bestest week in my life. We had fun. Of course, when we stepped out for the first time. Yeah, so we spent 1 week together, and of course, wherever we go out, people look, point, judge. People, sometimes girls assume I'm not with him. Yes,
Yeah.
they think I'm like a tour guide or a bouncer. Yes,
Yeah.
so they will do like, yes.
Because of the notion that white men go for petite girls.
And the other notion, it's very rare see white man young.
Oh, younger
With-
than.
Yeah, sometimes they could tell that he's a little bit younger than me, and they will look and think, oh, maybe, you know, they're the, what do we call them? The
Escort girls.
missionaries who came to Kenya, and I'm showing them around. So girls will
Yeah.
be like, sometimes a girl will like be so close and do
You
like
were
this.
done utafanya watu wanijudge. Your choice of words. Zinanimaliza. Okay.
It's true, for real. Yes. So people think we are not together. At first, it did not sink in onto me, because I'm like, you know, maybe yes, maybe no. And then he went back. Of course, it was hard, But now that he's back in Kenya and we've spent almost a month together, now is when I see everything clearly, from the service providers to when we're in town is even worse.
Oh.
Yes. There's this man who told me he looked good. A man, he looked good, but your body is not good for him. Yes.
Yeah.
There's this guy, but I like the fact that whenever he sees something negative, he'll do like this, or he always...
Affirmation.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Like, I've never doubted who I'm with. And about my weight, it's something that I've struggled with for so many years. Of course, I was born chubby girl, not this big, of course, but big. During years, I gained weight and I gained, and it reached a point where it's like this is my biggest, and I'm trying to lose. Now I'm at a place where, and I did not notice that in order for me to better this, I need to better my inner self, because I had a lot of trauma. I have a lot of pain inside of me, some conversation that needed to be done, and I'm happy that he's able to help me heal on that. And
she tried in the past to go to the gym because she felt uncomfortable to be a little bit fat. So she tried every time, go to the gym, play hard, and I say to her, it's not the right way to do it, because if you can heal your body if you go to the gym, but if your brain, if your soul it's not healed, you can do nothing. You must have a balance, because if your soul is not there, you can work also 15 hours workout. You don't have results at the end of the day. And she sees these things with her own eyes.
Yeah.
Now we start again with workout, and because we saw a little bit of things especially in her brain, we start to see the results. Yeah,
and also something that I'm still struggling with and I'm getting better at is in terms of being overprotective. I was overprotective about myself in terms of whenever someone walked behind me, I think they want to hurt me. I'm just paranoid. Wherever I see, like, I had these big trust issues with people. Like, when I see you, I'm like, no, he's about to hurt me. No. So I noticed when I fall deeply in love with him, I took that part of me in terms of being overprotective, and now I put on him, and now I'm protecting him, and I don't care what happened to me, I'm just overprotecting over him. So that's why sometimes whenever he want to go out, whenever he want to go for a walk, and maybe I'm doing something in the house, because we do once in a day, but because he's fit than me, he want to do a little bit more. But I feel sometimes, what if something happened to him out there? And people always want to say, hi, Muzungu.
a lot.
And he's what is making me worry a little bit, he's very, very friendly. And wherever somebody come to say hi, they want to greet him with the hand. And then when they greet the hand, it doesn't leave until he gives some tea. Yes. Yes, they want some money. And because it's so nice, mommy, can you give him something? And I'm like
I said,
if you start like this, how many people are we going to give? Because we notice whenever we are in town, you go this corner, you meet one, he greet, give money. Go here, greet, give money. I'm like, yo, bro, we'll go broke giving everybody money here. So, yeah.
So that's some of the challenges and the beautiful side of your love story.
Okay, and also I forgot to tell you something very important. When we are in a long distance relationship, it's so easy, it's so nice because we're used to that. Yes. It's the easiest. Trust you me. We cracked the code early on in our relationship in terms of when when I know everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Like if somebody called me right now and asked me where's Gaetano, I'll literally tell you, because we talk all the time. Wherever I'm in the house, we are on video call like almost all the time. Not like in an obsessive way, but in terms of just letting him know what I'm doing, him letting me know what is happening.
Yeah, because we have pleasure each other to stay
Because
there in video call.
Yeah.
Maybe I cook and she's there.
Yeah.
See me in a video call.
And
that's
now,
something normal.
Yeah, and now we notice that when we live together, now we're seeing something that are a little bit different, you know. When we are far from each other, things are a little bit easier. Now that we turned it, yes. Now we are trying to know each other like a couple.
We're in the same space now.
Yeah,
I have to accommodate your personality, your way of doing things. I do my things differently.
Oh yes. Yeah. For example, he like immediately eating, you wash dishes, and me, I want to sit down for the stomach to lazima chakula ingie kwa tumbo vizuri. Like the food must rest on the belly a little bit. Like let me chill, okay? Let my ancestors appreciate me taking their lineage forward, you know? But him, he wants immediately finish eating, you go to the sink, wash. I'll see him just pick and wash, and I'm like,
say thank you.
I know. And him cooking and doing that, sometimes I feel like in our African society is not like what I saw my brothers being taught.
Yeah, I was about to ask the same, because in our society, you know that it's the in most cases it's the woman's duty to do some things, and the man has their need. Do you also have the same in a relationship?
No, we don't. We see ourselves like 100 in a relationship, not 50-50. Because there are some things where he's 70% and I'm 30%. There's some things I'm 70% and he's 30% in all aspects. So, and I appreciate that again. You know, I appreciate him cooking for me, and I in my head I used to think, I would appreciate if once in a while my man cook for me, but now he's doing it like if I cook now, he will cook at night. It's not like
we don't have rules in the house.
We do everything together.
So I understand that, Diana, you have a YouTube channel and you people post content together there. And I saw a comment on TikTok, I guess, I don't know if it's today or someday, somebody saying that every time an East African girl gets a white guy, they now start becoming content creators and advising people. And also there's another comment of if you see a white guy approaching you, you are not beautiful. Like they don't have a taste in African girls. Do you get such comments in your content?
Yes, we do a lot. At first, when I started posting with him, first of all, I'm not new on the internet. I know trollings, baby. I'm a big bully, so you can't bully a bully. Point blank. Period. So I used to see people say, "Hey, she's too fat for him. Oh my God, this guy is just lying to her so that he can buy a property in Kenya, you know, because he's a foreigner. It's a little bit hard for him to invest here, so he need maybe to marry me to buy. You know, it's not only us who marry them for papers. Even them, they marry us for papers. So I used to see comments like that. To be honest, I've been called fat my entire life. So when somebody calling me fat, I'm like, look for another insult, honey, because when I look in the mirror, I see that. Yes. So it doesn't bother me at all. And as for the notion where white men, if they come after black women, they go for the ugly ones. I feel like most of the people who say that are the ones who have tried going on these apps and they can't get white men, so they feel a little bit jealous and they probably want it so bad. Personally, when I was looking for a spouse, I wasn't looking for a white person. Gaetano just happened to be white. If he was black with his personality, I will still go after him, because they are girls, trust you me. They spend a lot of time on this dating app looking for a white, like it have to be a white man. I don't care if these white men love me, if it's hold, I just want him to be a white man.
For the status.
Yeah, and that's the wrong way to go about it, because now you've met this person, now you're together, so what? You know, what next?
They're just white.
Exactly. You know, it reached a point where even if you have a toy, you get bored with it because it's just a toy. You know, in a relationship, it's more than I love you, you love me. There's some other things that attributes that. Besides, the type of relationship that me and Gaetano wanted was we knew we wanted to be together forever from the get-go. It wasn't a trial and error where, oh, we're just trying to see, oh, we're just boyfriend and girlfriend. No, that's why he opted to pay the bills. We pay the bills together from the get-go because we knew that this is gonna be ours someday. So yeah.
So out of the notion that black girls go for white men for money, do you get maybe friends asking you, I have a wedding, ask a man to send me money, why are you not contributing in my Rora show, in my baby shower, and you have a rich man just because he's
not
white?
only friends, I must admit, even family members. And at the moment, I'm not close with some friends based on some things that happen. Someone is in a whole marriage, but they're telling you, oh, please just tell him to hook me up with his brother, you know, just you know, because they look at your lifestyle and they don't even know what percentage this guy is contributing to it. Yeah, they think everything you have is this man. They don't even know, so they will tell you stuff like that. And when sometimes maybe you have things to do, they will start, you're distancing yourself because of status, because you find this white man. And I must admit, even then they were a little bit shocked. They were like, oh, if Diana can get a white man, if I go close to her, I might get even a white man. So yeah, if Diana can get, because she's fat, since I'm thin, I can get one too. So yeah, those are some of the challenges that I've faced. Include someone, just because now you have this person, they see you like someone who, whatever they want, like fast loan, they want to ask you. Sometimes you give and then they don't return, and then the next time they try to ask, you said no, and all of a sudden you become an enemy. Parents want to write you on the funeral thingies. You know, they're a little bit different from us in terms of them. It's their parents who help them to establish themselves. Us,
So vice versa.
yes,
Mostly.
you must help home. So you don't even know how to tell him, oh babe, you know, we have to send our parents a certain amount of money every month. They look at you like, huh? What? What is it? Still foreign to them. So yeah, basically that. So Papi, how did you feel when you tell your people that you have a black person as a girlfriend?
Yeah, in my circle of person, I not have specific problem, except for this person who they start to think it's a scam. But when they see the reality, they will be happy for me. Also now there are people, my friend, they still happy for me. Also my parents, they immediately, because they know me and they see me like a picky person. When they see how he choose this lady, so it means this is the right person, because he never choose nobody. So they not, my parents, they are there for support me every time. When I say to them I want to go in Kenya for stay with her, they say just go, no problem, because this is your life, enjoy your life. Life is short. If you stay there and just thinking, waste your time, time is gold. Time is gold.
Yeah, and of course there are always also good things that comes with being with a white person, of course. I must admit, there's not always negative with people.
Yeah.
There's also the good side. But let me finish with the last part, which is bad. We were treated so badly at the hospital. They tried to add bills upon bills.
Recently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
here in Kenya.
Yeah, because of his skin color, and we couldn't go to a government hospital
Oh, yeah.
because he's not a Kenyan. So we went to this hospital, and based on his skin color, the bill went up like crazy, and we were amazed of how it did.
Did you pay? Did you question
Yes,
them?
we paid. We had to, because okay, when I noticed that things were not going, because I'm like, we've been in the hospital for 2 days and you guys are not bringing us the billing, like what's not happening? And then I started insisting and insisting and insisting, because they started asking for unnecessary tests to be done. And then when they brought us the billing, and I'm like, why all this much money? You know, it's a little bit more. And then like, they say, we did this test, we did that test, we did this test, a lot of tests, that when you ask for them for the results, it was crazy, but we're thankful we're here.
Yeah, and they say, but it's not so much. Like they want to assume for a white man, the life is easy.
Yes.
Also in Italy, we struggle. We struggle a lot, and we work 10 hours every day.
Yeah.
So they see like our life in Europe, it's magic.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
grab
You
your
get
money on
money.
the tree. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like this.
And the good things that comes with it is when you go to somewhere, the services are like this. Fast, just because they see you with a white man, immediately being
They want to impress they want to impress the whites.
Yes,
God.
yes, which I think it's so bad, but I'm thankful it's happening, because sometimes I'm in a hurry.
A win is
and
a
I'm
win.
like, if using his skin will get us in front of the line,
Then
yes.
so be it.
Hey guys!
Okay. So, what would you say has been your best moments of this relationship?
Yeah, going from a bed sitter to a 3-bedroom house. Sorry, I'm just kidding. But the best moments of my life,
It's every day.
every day with him.
Yeah.
Every day with him.
It's the best moment.
Yes, every day with him.
We
is
just
amazing.
enjoy every day.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Don't get it twisted. We do have our moments, but I like the fact that wherever we have a problem, we solve it immediately. We don't sleep on it. We literally intentionally wake up and choosing each other every, like, I want to be with this dude until we at least 60 more years.
The secret is have a good communication.
Yeah.
If you have a good communication, you can solve everything. Because with the words, when you create a problem with words, you can solve with words.
Exactly.
So there is nothing you can't solve with a good communication, especially in a relationship. So we use this weapon every day: communication,
Yeah.
good communication.
Yeah, talking to each other. Yeah.
So, in this relationship, before being in a long distance interracial relationship,
Yes.
what is that thing that you didn't know about such relationships that now it's dawning in your mind, like, wow, huku nendanga hivi?
Okay. The myths, the things that I found out that were not true was in terms of they used to say they have a certain type. And when I saw him, the way he looked at me, I feel like that's just a myth. And also the incest side, it's a lie. They yes, Amakanga told me, Amakanga, yes, Tauta, Beba, you remember them on the road, the guys that collect money?
Oh,
Yeah, he told me, oh girl, stop lying to us. We all know he compensates with Kulamba Kineme. Yes. And I was like, bruh. And he's like, mommy, just go inside. And I'm like, okay.
He said
Because
that
it's a lie. Yes, he
to your
told me.
face.
Because it's a notion out there that they don't have, that African men are, and these ones are good with head. So they confuse you with head, apparently. So it was a lie. It It's a lie. It's a lie, girls. It's a lie. Okay? Even African men do have this, unfortunately, problem. Not only black men. Oh, not only white men.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, spoiling someone, cooking for you, treating you like a baby, it's them.
It's that thing.
At least mine does. You know, for the first time, I can cry without being told, oh, go and cry to the bedroom. We can talk when you're quiet, when you're silent. Like he's so in tune with his emotions that when I'm in my feelings, he know how to calm me down and just to tell me everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. He'd bring me ice cream or chocolate. And I'm like, oh my God, this is cute. Yes.
Finally, you're here. Long distance?
To be honest, I've never been in a long distance relationship. So everything I was experiencing was new. And many people say that it's hard. And I think the real reason why some people find it is hard is when the other person is not maybe trying enough. Because if the other person, if you guys are in the same spaces in terms of he's thinking about you the way you're thinking about him, and he want to be with you the way you want to be with him, and you guys are aiming the same destination, I don't think anything is hard when it comes to long distance relationship. Yeah, I stayed away from him almost a year and I never felt it. Yeah, there's sometimes when you feel like you miss him more, but just one phone call with maybe 30 minutes to 1 hour, nice, beautiful heart-to-heart talk.
I must admit that this is one of the most interesting love stories that I've listened to.
Thank you.
And it is beautiful, and I love the way that you have managed to work against all odds. You don't care who says what, who thinks what, as long as you two are happy. So before we close this episode, I would like you to advise someone who is in a long distance relationship or maybe who is looking for love in the dating apps, because you can look for love wherever you want. It's your happiness. And also someone who thinks that such relationships are not real. You are here for an agenda.
Of course.
So you are here, everyone wants, it's a win-win situation.
Of course.
And also, as we close the episode, the last segment, you will look at each other and tell each other the sweetest words possible. So we will be here smiling like momos.
Okay. Papi, you want to start?
Looking at the camera, please.
Just an advice for people who they want to start a long distance relation. So I think this is my personal opinion. Long distance relationships sometimes don't work because people, they don't know how to speak. When you are distant, the only way for leave the other person is the words speak, because you can't have physical touch. So I know these people who sometimes they want to punish the other partner. They close the phone for 3 days without speak because they have an argument. This is the worst way to solve something, because it's something you put a sickness in a relationship. It's not good punish your partner. You must understand why sometime something happened. So I think because a long distance relationship is especially through the phone, you always stay there with your phone on your hand and fix everything before close the phone call. I think this is the common mistake people did in the past or doing long distance relationship. They don't know how to fix, how to avoid for the moment the physical touch, because sometimes you can fix when you are together physically, you can fix something hugging without speak, but if you are not a good communicator, it's a little bit hard staying in a long distance relationship.
Okay.
Okay, what I want to say is, first of all, For those who want to be in an interracial relationship, there are people who are intentionally want to be in an interracial relationship. I would say it's okay to have preference. Men choose light-skinned women who have probably big nyash in this, and no judgment when it comes to them, but why is it when it comes to us, when you say you want a white guy, there's always, oh, this and this and this and that. If that is where you feel like your heart is leading, don't let anybody stop you from achieving that. And of course, what I want, my advice towards people in a long distance relationship is make sure that the guy is intentional about you. His intentions are clear, and he's speaking what he's like factual. Like, he's not only speaking for the sake of speaking, but he's doing things with action. And also, I see people in maybe 3 years long distance relationship they've never met. Again, I would there are people in 3 years. Like, we talked to a lot.
We
of
know, a lot
3
of
years,
stories.
the guy has never come to see them.
It's a relationship.
They say.
Yeah, so somebody is leading you on. Yes, I know. And then sometimes it end up not bearing any fruit. The guy walk away and the lady feels so heartbroken. She feel like the time,
emotions, time.
You don't have time to waste time. If that guy likes you and love you, I would think he would want to see you just like you would want to see him. And sometimes it's hard for us ladies to go and see them out there, to visa and all that. So if he really love you, he will make plans. That's all. And you can't teach a man how to love you. If a man love you, you will know, because sometimes a lady say, he doesn't do this to me, or sometimes it's like this. No, if a man really love you, trust me, he will do what he's supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As things, it's very bad. Some people, they try to compare. This is something I think bad, because every person love in a different way.
Yes.
So I don't like when people, they see Gaetano and Diana and they want the same copy-paste relation in a distant relationship. This is not recommended. It's something not good. Yeah, every person, every man, every woman have their own way to love and to show the love.
Okay.
So don't be original. Be yourself. Don't create a character. Enjoy your love with defect and the good part of the relationship. Not copy paste other relationship around the world. Yeah.
Nice one. Beautiful. So now, looking at each other, you can tell each other the sweetest words possible. It's been a minute since we had this segment, so it's only fair.
Okay. You will start. Okay.
No, you start.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Papi. Okay. I don't know how to do it. Okay. So, first of all, I wanna say thank you for being such a good man, for being my peace,
I try.
Yeah. For loving me unconditionally.
Yeah.
For making me better myself every day, for wanting to be better for myself, so that we can continue to enjoy this beautiful love that we have together. And I want to tell you that I love you very much, even though sometimes I give you hell. Yes, it's part of life, but I want you to know that I try every day to better myself.
I think love is something it's the only tool we have for reach happiness. So thank you for stay every time by my side and love me every day, every second.
Okay, thank you.
So you will give us your social media handles,
Okay.
and also your YouTube channel name, but also you will give us a link which we will put on our pinned comment for people to find you easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in case you want to keep up with us, we have a YouTube channel which is very fun. we document our relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Gaetano love Diana. Gaetano, can you spell?
Gaetano loves Diana.
Yes, just text in Gaetano love Diana. On TikTok also Gaetano love Diana, and also on Instagram Gaetano love Diana. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's just it.
So thank you, Gaetano and Diana, for opening your doors for us and
You're
even
welcome.
trusting us with intimate details about your relationship.
Thank you
We
very
really
much.
appreciate that, and
You're
we feel really humbled. I'm sure our viewer has learned a thing or two, and maybe if they have not gotten time to learn more, they can come to your YouTube channel and learn more about you guys, right?
Sure.
And to you, our viewer, thank you for sticking with us up to today's point of this episode of Tuko Love Talks. I know it has been a minute, but remember that our guest details will be on the pinned comment below and also on your screen. Until next time, my name is Njeri Masi, and just keep it Tuko.